Last one about to come forward is Bella Lyra. They're lined up and off. And a little bit of a ragged start as Asleet just starts to her left somewhat, inconvenienced one or two of the others as they divide into two groups in this, the Ire-Incentive. It pays to buy Irish Dick Poole Fillies Stakes. And a few of the jockeys still a little undecided over where they want to be. Far side Orion's Belt leads the Super Sprint heroine Anthelia, with close up in behind them Bella Lyra in the orange colours and in the green at Vishaka. Awaken is over there as well and is racing in company with Planet Seeker, working back to Flowerhead and Our Bren. The much smaller group across towards the near side, they probably have it overall though as they move on through halfway, with Asleet over towards the near side of Reimagined, and chasing those a few lengths back is Golden Palace. So they make the journey on down to the final 2 furlongs. On the left, Orion's Belt leads Anthelia, and Bella Lyra trying hard to get on terms with those as well, in company with Vishaka, then Awaken and Flowerhead, who's boxing on. Asleet is across towards the near side, being tackled by Golden Palace, but perhaps now they have some work to do, and it's the far side who are definitely ahead here. Orion's Belt, who's been there all the way, is being chased down by Anthelia. Anthelia's getting closer with every stride. Anthelia really laying it down to Orion's Belt, gets up to win the Dick Poole. Anthelia, another big win for her. From Orion's Belt in second, and they came right away. Planet Seeker best of the rest, also far side, was through for third.
And she likes soft ground. Anthelia wins the Group 3 Dick Poole Stakes here at Salisbury. Her and Orion's Belt dominated the race from the beginning. I think we were very lucky. We were drawn 1 and 3, had the gap. The other jockeys change their minds what side to go on. In the end, the two are pulled miles clear, but they were on the best part of the track. George Baker will hopefully get the start, but a relief that she's got back on track, because I was gutted with the way she ran at York. Never ever looked happy. That was the big money, but she's got a Group 3 today.
Yeah, she really did test Lewis Edmunds. You could see Sean Levy was in a great rhythm, wasn't he, on Orion's Belt? And they mixed it up tactically today with her, just rolled along, got that rail, which was key, I think. And you can just see the winner, who was quite awkward under a left-hand drive, leaning in behind Lewis Edmunds, didn't put his stick down. He went again with the left hand and eventually straightened up and pulled it through to the right hand. If he hadn't pulled it through, James, he wouldn't have won. And she levelled up, got nice and straight, and was well on top of the line. Yeah,
she's still green on run number 7. I don't know if she's got the best sight in the world, because she keeps hanging. Did it at Sandown. Unlucky horse, looking at the figures with a draw. Definitely the third one. Planet Seeker to run to take out the race. Now, it looked like a bigger group were going to go stand side, George, and then they have changed their mind halfway through.
Yeah, you can see Billy Lockdane in the Highclere Thoroughbred colours was coming up the stands rail, and then has made a decision to change his direction after a furlong and drawing over the main body of the field. The pace didn't hold up, did it, on the stand side?
No, and they were a lower grade, potentially horses anyway on that side.
And also the key thing to note, James, we'll see in a minute when they come by us, and they were well in front. They've gone a good bit harder. You can see Sean Levy just let them go off.
Yeah, they've hit the crossing probably 2 lengths in front of the other side.
So on this ground, I think they just run out of puff late on, and Marco was left on his own. Nothing really kept him interested on the stand side rail, but on the far rail, Orion's Belt travelled really smoothly under Sean Levy. A much smoother trip than when last seen over the 7 furlongs last time. And
she travelled really nicely, and you can, I must admit, with that stamina proven, and Anthelia, actually all her wins have been at 5. She's disappointed twice over 6, but I think that's just been the ground's been too quick on those occasions. But actually Anthelia, she has picked up quite nice at the end, suggests that she could potentially go up to 7, which sounds a bit silly, bearing in mind she won a Super Sprint.
Definitely, I think she's very versatile, James, isn't she? And she took a little bit of organising under pressure and lacked concentration, but once Lewis Edmunds got on an even kill, she really did knuckle down and stay on well through the line, and they drew miles clear of Rafe Beckett's Planet Seeker.
She's definitely the one of those in behind to take forward in stakes company, because you could see on the panel she was drawn in 10. Rosser was one of those jockeys that wanted to go this side, but he was hampered by the fact that some drawn low in him were a little bit unsure what they were going to do.
And they definitely cost a little bit of momentum doing that, didn't they? Going left and then coming right, and you cost ground and so forth. So I think you can upgrade her performance, definitely.
And I would imagine that, Nick, they're going to be heading towards far side for the early races anyway here at Salisbury. But nice for Anthelia to get back on track. A landmark day for jockey Lewis Edmunds, a first group race success and 50 winners for 2025. Anthelia wins the rearranged Dick Poole Stakes. Congratulations, Lewis. We had a little bit of a plan pre-race. I think the draw helped as well, needing it that far side. How did it go?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, me and Rod walked the track before the race. I'd just gone to have a look at the track and I'd seen him down there with his stick, so I headed down to see what he was thinking. And we sort of, to be fair, when we had a look at it with the stick, the fresh ground that they've opened up on the far side, it looked a lot quicker ground, you know, walking it. And you know, from the way that race has been run, it is the quickest ground out there at the minute. Yeah,
and you and Sean in the end have pulled a long way clear the others. Despite the fact it's run number 7, a little bit like in the National Stakes, she looked like she was lugging right-handed throughout the final couple of furlongs.
Yeah, she's a filly. She always has just tended to wander around a little bit. Even in the Super Sprint, she was just sort of, it seemed like she was maybe shying from the grandstand at Newbury.
She went left, and she in the Super Sprint.
She went left, so you never quite know which way she might go, but she's been super tough this year. You can't really knock any of her performances, and you know, she was very straightforward there. Ideally, I would have liked to have got bang on the fence, but obviously Sean was committed to making a run in, and I thought he was going a sensible gallop, so I was happy to take that toe. And just when his filly just started to weaken late on, I was always thinking I'm finishing off very well here, and you know, it's answered all the question marks about the 6 furlongs today as well, especially with it being heavy, well, pretty much heavy ground now.
Yeah, and it might well be the 2 6-furlong defeats. It's actually been the quickest ground that she faced, and to be honest, she was beat 2 out in those contests.
Yeah, we was under pressure from a long way out at York. We was only beat 3 lengths in a 20-runner race, so it wasn't a bad run at all, but I didn't think we were seen to best effect on that day, and obviously there was a few question marks with the ground today. We'd never been on anything as slow as that, and you know, fair play to her. She's been answering all the questions we've put at her so far.
Yeah, no, she's been brilliant. Congratulations, well done. Hopefully a few more winners in the rest of the card.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.